Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shenplays. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Kerbal Space Program, where we are about to launch a little bit of a science probe slash rocket slash manned mission to gather science. Because we have cash, we're at 1.8 million. I burned about 100,000 credits. Don't worry about it. We stacked about 100,000 credits on the lawn, and we lit it on fire. Now, actually, what we did is we had some rockets that we launched and we wound up ditching them, and well, it cost us some cash. Anyway, we are going to launch this vehicle with a scientist, Patvin Kerman, and the plan for this vehicle is to go to Minmus. We have some missions to, let's see, where is it? There we go. No, not the surface outpost. Atmospheric scans, nope. There we go. Temperature scans in Minmus. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that we need to do while orbiting Minmus. And to do that, we have this vehicle to get us off Kerman, we have this stage to get us into orbit, and then we have this stage to travel to Minmus, and then we have this last little stage, where is it? Right here, to return from Minmus. Okay, but first we have to get there, and that involves us launching. And launching, obviously, we've got to go to the launch pad for that. My goodness. We have a scientist on board. We have a probe head instead of a pilot. We have SAS all over the place, but there's no pilot. Alright, I'm going to go for a daytime launch. So let's fast forward until it's daytime, please. Oh, look at Patvin. He is just the happiest little guy ever. Wow. Patvin's so freaking happy, man. You gotta calm down, Patvin, okay? Cool your jets, bro. And we'll wait until the sun passes noon. There we go. Okay. It's a little beyond noon. Perfect. Speed up and launch. Whee! Now, this doesn't have the best thrust to weight ratio. You can see we're sitting at about 1.09, 1.1, which is not very good. In fact, we might want to strap on some solids just to get us off the ground. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we have a skipper at the bottom, an LVT-30 for the achieving orbit phase, and then an LV-909 for the pushing to Minmus phase, and at last but not least, a putt-putt engine for the return trip. Hopefully this will get the job done. If it doesn't, we can always just redesign it slightly. I think we might want to just slap some solids on the sides, just to give us that extra oomph off the launch pad. Oomph. There it is. Oomph. There it is. Oomph. There it is. Oh, yeah. Patvin, this is his first trip. Well, that's not true. We did send him up earlier, but it was an aborted mission. We just didn't have enough fuel to get to Minmus, so we came back down. Got a little bit of science from the atmosphere and then came back. So we added a second fuel tank at the bottom here just to get us a little bit faster off the launch pad. But I think we might still want to get a little bit faster still. I don't know. We still have half a tank. We're at 5,000. Maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. But we are going a little bit quickly here. So I'm going to try to slow us down a bit. Well, I don't want to slow down. I just want to slow down our acceleration here. I want to keep accelerating, but at a slower rate. And let's start rolling over. I'm going to turn off SAS and let the craft tilt a little bit. Maybe about there. Lock in SAS. We have a ton of SAS on this craft. We have one right here above the fat section. We have another one right here above the skinny section, and another one somewhere up in the fairing. And yeah, our fairing looks freaking amazing. Our fairing has a little bulge in the middle because it's special. We have some lights in there. Can I turn the lights on? Oh, you can't see them. But yeah, we have some lights inside the fairing. That's why it has a bulge in the sides. But don't let that fool you. The fairing is completely perfectly aerodynamical and fantastic in every way. And Patvin's just having the time of his life, man. It's his second time to space. He's freaking out a bit. He's watching all his dials and odometers, and he's checking to see if he needs to change his oil or anything. Yeah, he's not used to flying spacecraft, but it's okay. He's not actually flying it. It's all done with the probe head and remotes. Oh, he's got the tongue waggle going on. Calm down, Patvin. You know what we need? We need to have a module that we can put onto the command pod that dispenses some type of like calming gas into the command pod. Something to calm the fucking kerbals down. Because Patvin's freaking out, man. Let's roll over a little bit more. Patvin, I need you to not freak out, okay? And when kerbals freak out, I want to see them just have some nice, calming, you know, smiles. I want to see them calm down. There's probably mods for that, actually. Alright, we're passing 1 minute on the time to APO, which means we need to turn a little bit more horizontal. It's almost time for a stage separation here. Come on. There we go. Still gaining velocity, very good. Keep an eye on our time to APO. It still looks okay. We want to keep it between 50 and 70 seconds. And I want to push our APO out to about 95 or so we can get to orbit at a decent altitude. Oh goodness, Patvin is really freaking out. He's like, oh shit, we're almost going 1,000 meters per second. That's not safe. Oh, no, he's calm. He's calm. Oh, look at him. He's happy. Look at him wagging his hands. He's happy. What changed, dude? What changed? I don't know. Oh, we're reaching space. That's what it is. Let's get rid of our fairing. Whee! He's happy because we're reaching space. Let's put the lights on. There you go. See? Oh, he's got lights now. He's happy. Okay, our time to APO is going up again. But I think we're okay. This angle seems fine. 81, 82, 83. Yeah, we'll get up there. 95 is our target. I'm going to roll over a little bit more to try to keep the time to APO somewhere around a minute. I don't want to go above a minute 10. Alright, angle right about there. Keep pushing the APO out. Yeah, it looks like we just didn't really bring enough fuel for the, you know, get to orbit. Don't worry about that explosion, it's just the fairing. Don't mind the fairing. Alright, still T-minus 50 is not that bad. And our APO's looking good. 91's good. Yep. Our time to apoapsis has stabilized, and now we're just going to push our periapsis out until we have orbit. Burn at the equator. Or burn at the horizon, I should say. Well, whatever. Equator, horizon, whatever this white line is on the gimbal. Keep pushing that periapsis down, please. Or up. Up, I should say. There we go. It's about to go positive. It's about to go positive. And we have a periapsis. Yay! Alright, cut the engines. We're technically somewhat close to orbit, just not quite there yet. There we go. Okay. Another 60 delta V, no problem. It's a whopping 6-second burn. Close enough, 96 to 95. Okay, so we have like circular orbit. We have about half a fuel tank here in the pony keg. And we still have a little bit of fuel here for the return trip. So can we get to Minmus on half of a pony keg? I don't know. Let's set target. Can we do this? Can we do this? Do we have enough fuel? Fuel? We might have enough fuel, maybe. Let's go ahead and match planes. So we'll do that at the ascending node over here. Need to go down. Did I go too far? I guess. There we go. Okay, 0.00. There. There. Okay. NAN? Yeah, NAN. Perfect. So we're going to do that. It's a whopping 252 delta V. And then we have to find a way to burn out there. Well, let's see if we have enough delta V. Gotta hope so. Might not be enough. Those solids at launch might have been the difference. If we had actually had solids, it probably would have been enough delta V for this mission. I'm not sure if we have enough now. Anyway, it's going to come up in a little while. Kerbal alarm clock will do a pause when it's time to burn. If we're going to be on the dark side of the planet, we're probably going to want to turn off the lights in the SAS. I don't know. We still have electrics. Probably be okay. Okay, it's a 24.8 second burn. We're going to start the burn at probably 13 seconds. It looks like we have plenty of battery power to keep the lights going right now. Why not? Yep. Hi, Shelly. Hello, everyone's. Everyone's. What's the timer for? The timer's for recording. Oh, I forgot to hit the button. Whatever. Close enough. We'll be pretty close anyway. Hello, Mun. For once, you're not the target of my goals today. We're going somewhere else. We're cheating on you. We're cheating on the Mun. Alright, how close did we get? We got pretty damn close. Yep, 0.0, I'll take it. So next we need to actually get out to Minmus, and that just means we need to burn until our apoapsis is next to Minmus. So we're going to go ahead and burn at our peri. Let's check out the delta V. How much delta V is it? Because this really is where we determine whether or not we have enough delta V. It looks like we might have enough, maybe. Oh, right, I should do it at a certain time so that we'll actually... So probably when it's coming up on the horizon. Okay. So somewhere like there. There we go. I saw it. There it is. Yeah. Okay, we can do better than that, I think. Let's see if we drag this a little bit. Does that number get bigger or smaller? It gets larger. Okay, what if we go the other way? Oh, it gets smaller. Perfect. Oh, I can't read that crap. .19. That's not bad. And what if we burn this a little bit more? Nope. What if we burn a little less? 700. Okay. Yeah. 300. Ooh. 300 is pretty good. We can do better. .298. Let's check and see where we're coming in on Minmus. Focus view. Coming in ahead of Minmus. Alright, so we need to come in behind Minmus, probably. There we go. That's what I want. Nice! Okay, so we'll do that burn. It's 900 delta V. It looks like we have plenty of delta V for this mission. Great! we should probably check and see where our target points on Minmus are, because we might want to do a polar orbit of Minmus to get more readings. We'll see. So our burn is in 5 minutes, and it's a 1 minute 15-second burn. We want to start at 40 seconds. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $41. Burn. Patvin, you are going to be a freaking hero, man. I hope you realize that. I hope you realize that this mission alone is probably going to get us enough science to unlock, like, 4 different things. Or more. Can you even see the green glow from in here? No. Can't see the green from in here. That's too bad, because the green's pretty fucking majestic, man. I was about to launch it without lights, and Twitch was like, "No, you need lights, Shen. Without lights, Patvin will be in the dark." Do we have a rover? No, we haven't unlocked anything anywhere near rover parts. Rover parts, apparently wheels are really complicated. Like rockets are child's play, but wheels, man, wheels, that's where it's at. Okay, let's check out our intersection over here. What do we got? We got nothing. And apparently the readings we need are all on the fucking poles. Okay, so we are going to have to do a polar orbit. And why don't we have an intersection? What happened? We have nothing. What if I burn just a tiny bit? Oh, there we go. So we just need to burn a little bit. Whoa! Okay, well, there you go. Close enough. Hands off. That was at minimum thrust. So we actually have a crash, but what we're going to do is fast forward until we're in the minimus sphere of influence, and then we can adjust this to get an orbit. And we'll go for a polar orbit. All right, excellent. Good job, Patvin, good job. Well, he didn't do it. It's all radio-controlled of the probe head, but, you know, he helped. He's there. He's a warm body in the craft, you know? He's keeping the science experiments from going stale. Say goodbye to Kerbin, Patvin. Say goodbye. You're never coming... No, he's going to come back. You're never coming home, Patvin. That's what his mind is telling him. He's like, no, I want to go home. We'll get you home someday, Patvin, just not today. Bye, Kerbin. Bye. Bye, Kerbin. Can we do any readings out here from high over Kerbin? Probably. Have we done goo out here? No, we can get a little bit. What about the materials bay? Now we can scrape a little bit off of there. Barometer. Ah, 18 science. Crew report. Nothing. What about the thermometer? Nothing. Okay. So let's hop out. EVA report. I can get 12 science there. Sweet. Let go. And let's go reset all of this stuff. So since we have a scientist with us, he can reset all these experiments. Isn't that nice? Collect the data. Restore it. Look at that. Scientists are just freaking OP. We can take the data, and then we can restore it so we can use this thing again. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. No other Kerbal can do this. Only the scientists. And right now, Patvin is our only scientist. We'll have to upgrade the Kerbal Recruitment Center next time we're there. Because right now we're currently at 12 out of 12 kerbins. And the next time we upgrade it, I think we unlock unlimited kerbins? Kerbals? But for now, we're limited to just 12. Alright, get back in, please. Okay, excellent. SAS off. Lights off. And we're going to drift. Kerbal alarm clock will stop us before we actually impact the moon. The mun? The lesser mun? Wait, did we lose our intersection with it? Did we seriously lose our... There's no way. I don't see any line coming in here anymore. Did we lose it? We lost it. How did we lose it? We didn't do anything. All we did was turn off the lights. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, game. 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 How did we lose our Minmus encounter? I don't even know if we should speed up or slow down or whatever. I'm just going to burn it Minmus and see if that helps. How did we lose our encounter? Gosh darn it. That's not cool. We don't have, you know, tons of fuel. There we go. We got it back. But we did have to burn a little bit of fuel to do that. Darn it. What a waste. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the Sphere of Influence here. And Kerbal Alarm Clock is going to help us out by slowing down time. It slows down the warp until it's time to pause. Thank you, Kerbal Alarm Clock. Okay, Minmus encounter in a few seconds. Slow down again. And we'll see what kind of encounter we have. It's an impact. Okay, but we can adjust that. Give me a node, please. Let me... Why can't I make a node? Oh, there we go. Oh, I saw it. Oh my goodness. What the fuck, game? I thought they were gonna fix this shit. Wow. Thank you. Okay, that's what we want. We want to go down like that. And we want to make it polar. So rotate over and come up a bit. I want it to be about maybe 6K, something like that. Alright, close enough. Roll over, please. And it's only a 0.4 second burn, so we're going to do... by the way, when you're doing burns like this and you're approaching a celestial body, you want to burn as far away as possible. You want to start the burn as far away as possible. That way, it's the most fuel efficient. The closer you get to the celestial body, the more fuel it will take to perform the same maneuver. So the fact that we're doing this while we're farther away from Minmus is very, very, very good. Okay, we got ourselves a 5-kilometer periapsis. Perfect. And now we're going to set up a burn to get orbit at 5K. How much delta V is it going to take to get orbit here? A few hundred? Yeah, a couple hundred. Okay. Okay, that looks good to me. Yeah, we have lots of delta V. We're good. We're good, man. Get the craft pointed at the target. And before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get some science from where we are. Ready for some science, Patvin? He's like, yeah, man, I'm a fucking scientist. That's what we do. We do science. Crew report from high over Minmus. Looking at the surface of Minmus reminds you of a favorite childhood dessert. You are tempted to taste the surface. Do not taste the surface, Patvin. Do not taste the surface. Holy crap. Do not taste the surface, Patvin. Put the lights back on. Let's get a guru report. 25 science there. Let's get a thermometer report. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible as there is no matter around to be hot or cold. That's okay. We'll take the science anyway. And a barometer, please. The instrument reads 0. It's as if we were in a vacuum. Oh, no way. We're not in a vacuum. Materials bay. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it'd be fun to paint the rocket with this. It would be nice if we could actually paint the rocket, but we can't. You can't paint the rocket. Alright, that's all the science we can do. Later on, we're going to get a seismometer and other cool things like that. But we don't have access to those yet, according to your observations. Okay. Let go. And let's pick up some science. And again, we are a scientist, and as a scientist, we can reset all of these things. You collect the data and reset it. That is so good. OP. Pilots can't do it. Engineers can't do it. Only scientists. Super, super OP. Okay, get back in the pod, please. Patvin, get back in the pod. Damn it, Patvin. What am I paying you for? There we go. Okay. So there's tons and tons of science in the pod now, and that's the idea. We're gonna do all these readings. We're gonna take it all with Patvin, and we're gonna put it all in the pod, and then we're gonna ditch all the science on the way home because we don't need it. We're just gonna take the pod. All right, fast forward until it's time for a burn. It's only a 12-second burn. Okay. We're here. We're really here. Holy shit, look at that. We're here. Alright, so we're going to start our burn at about 6 seconds. We are really close to the surface here, but it's cool because there's nothing really high sticking off on Minmus. Some of the celestial bodies, some of the moons, will have objects that are very high off the surface, but this one does not. Okay, good enough. We're currently at 4,800 meters. We are right over the surface. Wow, we are so close to the surface. All right, let's do some science, baby. That's what we're here for. Cool, 100 science. Barometer, please. Barometer, please. Goo, please. Thermometer, please. Crew report, please. Oh, I need to take the crew report out first. All right, EVA. Take the data. Store the data. Get back in. Crew report, please. There we go. All right, EVA again. Take the data. Let go. EVA report. Just above Minmus's slopes. Oh, that's right. Because we're going to have different biomes underneath us, we can get different EVA reports as well. That's fantastic. All right. Let's go pick this shit up. Collect the data. And reset. Or restore. Collect the data. And restore. Take the barometer data, and let's get the thermometer data and get back in. And let's see if we can't do our mission now. Oh, did I not get the temperature? Oh, I guess I never took the temperature. Whoops. Oh, yes, I did. There we go. Okay. Back inside the pod. Back inside the pod. All right, excellent. So Patvin is looking at the planet. Can we actually see the planet? Yes, we can. He's like, oh, look at that. It's fantastic. Wow. This is just gorgeous. All right, so what we need to do is check out where these... So we're in a pretty much perfectly polar orbit. This is what we want, because this means every single part of the planet will eventually rotate underneath the craft. We might have to burn a little bit away or a little bit closer to adjust the time of our arrival over any object, but the way it works is we have all these different places that we need to visit, and they want us to take temperature readings while we're over these particular places. So what we're going to do is go back to Kerbal Space Center and fast forward time until those particular spots rotate underneath the line of our travel. Now it looks like we're going to be over this point, RTAC RO. We need to check RTAC RO and see if we have to be above or below a certain altitude at RTAC RO. We have to be above 5,600 meters near RTAC RO. That should be fine. So the next time we get up to the top of Minmus, we can only fast forward a little bit here. Let me turn off alarm clock. Let me turn off Kerbal Engineer. Kerbal Engineer. Turn it off. Don't need to see it. Thank you. Okay, so the interface is much cleaner right now. But as we get closer to some of these, we'll see if we need to be above or below them, and we can adjust ourselves with just a tiny bit of push either towards the surface or away from the surface to get the altitude that we need to achieve those readings. And we can do other readings while we're here as well. Like the only readings we have so far are above Minmus's slopes, but we can do readings over the highlands, over the flats. There's tons of different biomes. If we do Alt F12, we can turn on the biomes, and you can see all the different places where we can do readings. The only one we have so far is this pink one called the slopes. But each of these little flat areas will have a different biome. The red one is a different biome. The green one is a different biome. The brown one's different. The blue ones are different. So there's all these different biomes that we can do readings at, and each one will give us, a couple hundred science, or somewhere around there. In fact, why don't we leave this on so we can see what we're looking at, and we'll turn it off when we're ready to go home. All right, let's see if this counts up here for RTAC RO. I think it will. We're entering RTAC RO. All right. So slow down time. Let's hop out. Get a temperature reading. It's on the other side of the craft. That's fine. I should have put it on the front side because I knew we'd be hopping out to do lots of these. Log the temperature. Take that. Take the data. Store the experiment. Get back in. Board anyway. So we're not actually able to get different temperature readings from around Minmus because we've already done the one for near Minmus readings. But all that means is we don't have to go out and grab the temperature reading. All we need to do is make sure that we get a green check mark. We don't need to go grab the data because it's the same data that we already have. All right, the next one coming up is probably going to be this one. What's it called? Can't even see it because of the color of the planet. It's called Obmal's Fault. Need to be above 6,200 meters. All right, so if we just fast forward, we'll definitely be above 6,200 meters on the next pass. What's this one? BR811T. Need to be above or below 6,500 meters. Okay, that one's going to be different. For BR8, we're going to have to adjust our orbit to be lower. Yeah, closer to the surface. But yeah, there's tons of science we can do out here, which is fantastic. No. We're actually going to collide. Okay, that's not good. Let's go up. Up. Whoops, went too far. Okay, but yeah, that was close. I'm glad I checked. We almost collided with whatever the frickin' hell this thing is. What is that thing anyway? We are over Highlands. Okay, this thing is the Highlands. We almost collided with that. Man, am I glad I checked. We're out of fuel. Okay, ditch this. You know what? Why don't we do some readings while we're over the Highlands? No, it's already space near Minimus. Okay, the only thing we can do is the goo. Is it? Over the Highlands? Nope, that doesn't count. What about the materials study? Over the Highlands? No, nothing. So it's just the EVA report. Okay. So glad we didn't crash there. 32 science over the Highlands. Great, get back in. Oh man, that was so close. That was so close. That was so freaking close. Okay, so we're going to go back for orbit again, because we lost our orbit by doing that weird burn. Somewhere around there is fine. Maybe a little higher. Okay. Yeah, got to be careful. You don't want to screw it up and blow up, especially if you have a Kerbal on board like we do. So just pay attention where your orbit's taking you. If it winds up taking you into the surface, well, you're going to die. And that's never fun. Oh man, that got my heart going there. Our Kerbal alarm clock says, yep, we have an alarm coming up soon. Okay. Fast forward until it's time for the burn. How long is the burn going to be? It's going to be 4.5 seconds. Okay, that's not a big deal. Patvin, I'm sorry, dude, but we'll take care of you, okay? Okay. Now, since we ditched that tank and that engine, we ditched maybe 1.5 tons of weight, which means our mass of our craft here is much lower than it was previously. We'll burn at 2 seconds, something like that. Okay. Did we get orbit? Yeah, sort of. We're a little low. We got to... I can't even tell what altitude it is because of the color of the planet. 5,400 meters. That should be fine. Maybe a little bit more. 6,000 meters? Okay, fine. There's more highlands up there. See that gray? That gray is highlands, and we could smack into that if we're not careful. Okay, okay. What are we over right now? We're currently over Midlands. Let's get some readings from the Midlands. Well, we don't need readings. What we need is an EVA report. EVA report from Midlands, sir. 32 science. Great. Get back in. Next up is this one, which is... what's this called? Fault. Old Mall's Fault. Above... okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to be above that point. So let's fast forward until we get closer to it. Are we going to enter the zone, or are we too... we might be too far away from it. We'll see it on the screen. It'll say entering the zone if we get close enough to it. There we go. We're there. Okay, let's do a temperature reading. We don't need to collect the data. Just need to do the reading. There we go. Got it. Okay. Excellent. The next one will be... probably this one. Something escape. Sigur's escape. Needs to be above there. Okay. Let's rotate around till we're above... oh, we can do some... let's do an EVA above the Arctic here. Have we done Midlands yet? Probably done Midlands, yeah. Get back in. Yeah, we've already done Midlands. Okay. If you've already done it, it'll just say you already have this data, and you have the choice to either board anyway, and it just deletes the data, or I ruined the orbit. I know I ruined the orbit, but believe me, it's better than dying. Dying would suck. Now we're over the poles. See how it says biome is the poles? Let's do EVA over the poles. 32 science. Great. Back in. Fantastic. And let's fast forward until we are over something new. Something new would probably be the white biome. We know that this blue color, the blue is the poles. This gray is the midlands. The whitish stuff is lowlands. The dark gray is highlands. The pink is slopes. We don't need the dark blue. We don't need this gray. We don't need that gray. We don't need the poles. We do need the white one, which is lowlands. We need the green one, which is one of the flatlands. Well, there's a bunch of ones that we still need. Right, just keep fast forwarding. Alright, let's see. Gonna get some white stuff in here. Still over slopes. Wait until it says lowlands. There we go, lowlands. Okay. Hop out, please. Get some lowlands EVA. Fantastic. Take that data, get back in. This guy is a science machine. Slopes, slopes, lowlands, slopes, lowlands, midlands, highlands. Okay, are we going to get close enough to this one? We might get close enough to this one. Sigur's Escape. Let's see if it pops up and says we're close enough. We are pretty close to it, but I don't know if we're close enough. If not, we can just do another orbit. No big deal. What do you say, game? Are we close enough? Yeah, we're there. Okay, great. Temperature, please. Check mark done. Great. So the next two are both below 6,500 meters and below 7,100 meters. So those are going to be more difficult. We're going to have to get much, much closer to the surface. But we'll probably still be okay. We'll probably still be able to do it. Let's see. Midlands, lowlands, poles, slopes. What was that? I saw something pop in there where it was something specific. It was different. It didn't say poles. It said something else. We're right above the South Pole right now. And I saw something else pop up on this here. Was it just fast forwarding past it? I'll put it on speed 2 and see. Oh, I saw it. Greater, what was that? Was that Greater Flats? Might have been Greater Flats. And if that is, then that one's easy to get. Greater Flats is like the purple one, I think. Yeah. Okay, Highlands, we already have that. Keep on trucking. Now remember, all of these we can get extra data by getting a lander up here as well, and the lander will just hop from one biome to the next biome to the next biome. And as long as you have enough fuel, hopping around on Minmus is very, very easy to do. It doesn't cost that much fuel. You can get a ton of science just hopping around. So we'll probably do that at some point, just to science whore. All right, we're nowhere near the next one. We're not going to be low enough for it anyway. But we probably will pass over one of the Great Flats at some point. Get some free science for doing that. Make sure we're not crashing there. Yeah, we're not. Okay. No, nothing new. Keep going fast. Faster. Faster. You cannot warp faster while you're below XY altitude. Oh, what's this? What's this pink one? Is that Greater Slopes, maybe? Or is that all just slopes? That might all just be slopes. It's probably all just slopes. Let's see what it says. Lowlands, Midlands, slopes. Yeah, it's just slopes. Even though it's a different color of pink, it's still just slopes. All right. Let's see. Are we going to be over the purple? Tell me we're going to be over the purple. I think that's the Great Flats. There we go. Greater Flats. Yep. Hop out. EVA. Fantastic. 32 more science. I mean, this is just... Everywhere we go, there's more science. This is great. Anything on the other side? No, we're close to the red one, but not quite there, huh? We're gonna hit the red one. Good, 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 good. All right, slow down. Let's not speed past it here. Wouldn't want to miss. And there we go. Are we there? Are we there? Tell me we're there. Come on. Slopes, lesser flats. Perfect. Hop on out. EVA report. We are just a machine today. It's fantastic. All right. So we've hit the red one and the purple one. We still need the blue one and the green one. Those are the two biomes we haven't hit. Now this one we need to be below a certain altitude. We're nowhere near to the right altitude. I'm not going to adjust our altitude when we're right next to it. All right, how close? We might be pretty close to this one on the way up. We might want to adjust our altitude here. Let's try it. Okay, so what we're going to do is burn retro and turn on our fuel gauge. We still have 1,000 delta V. All right, let's burn retro until we get below. What's the altitude we need for BR? We need altitude 6,500 meters. Okay. So likely what we're going to do is get really, really low like that, and then we'll just burn out a little bit again to get a little higher. At least that's the hope. I certainly don't want to collide with the frickin' moon. That would suck. Alright, how high are we? 10,000. I might need to get a little lower than that. We might not even be close enough to the zone for it to count. We're only at 8,000 meters. Is it going to be close enough? Maybe? Maybe not? We're not low enough. We're going to have to go lower. And I don't think we're not even close enough. We're just too far away. Okay, well, let's increase our prograde just a little bit so that we don't crash. Okay, push it up to 4K. Not a problem. Looks like we won't have any crashing. Good, 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 good. Pretty close to the surface, but we won't crash. As long as the highlands don't smack into us. And they shouldn't. Okay. Gosh, we're going to be so close to the surface here. Ooh, so close. But we made it. Okay, good. Gosh. That is a freaking trip. Maybe we should go for this one while we're here. Well, we can try. I'm concerned that we won't have enough fuel to make this work, though. Maybe. Let's do an adjustment down here. So that we can get right next to that thing. Okay, something like that. How low is that going to be? I can't read it. So hard to read. How close? Can't read it. Got to be below 65. It's at 7 something? We got it below 65, yeah. 6.6. Needs to be lower. 5,000. 6,000. 5,000. We'll go for that, and if it's a little low, then so be it. As long as we don't smack into the highlands, we're good. Okay. So it's just a very, very, very small burn down here. It's going to be, yeah, less than a second of burn. Fast forward. And we should come very close to that marker, so hopefully we'll be at the right altitude. Thank you. Crashing into Minmus, you're going to have a bad time? Yeah, well, let's not crash into Minmus then. How about that? Let's just get very close without crashing. This is only 8 delta V. This burn. It's awesome. We're doing it over the South Pole. You can tell because look at the gimbal spinning. We're not rotating the craft at all. It's just the gimbal spinning because we're over the South Pole. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's do that. It looks like we're going to pass right over it. Yeah, looks good. Looks fantastic, actually. Spot on. And we're going to miss the Highlands as well. Perfect. Oof, we are so close. What's our altitude? 68. We got to come down another 300 meters. Are we going to come down 300 meters? I think so. 67. Yeah, we should. Okay. By the time we get there, we should be at 64. Yeah, we're good. Okay, perfect. Oh, man, this is great. We're there. We're at the zone. Get the temperature scan. Lovely. Did that count? It sure as hell did. So we have one last temperature scan to do, and it's down there. Goodness. Okay. So what we're going to do is rotate our orbit again. Mostly just a blue shift, I think. No, the other way. There we go. And we're going to burn a little bit closer. And then blue shift a little more. Okay, 7,000 to... I can't read it. I gotta turn off the biomes. I just can't read it. The text doesn't work with the biomes turned on. 6,300. That should be fine, I think. That should work. And we won't smack into anything at that altitude either. Alright, we'll do that burn. A 1 second burn. You got it. Right there. Cool. Oh man, we are so close to the surface. You having fun, Patvin? Oh, he's having the fucking time of his life. Holy shit. Patvin is ecstatic. Still have electricity. Good. You enjoying yourself, Patvin? Oh, he sure is. We still have 1,000 Delta V, so we should be plenty to get home. As far as I know, to get home from Minmus is somewhere around 500 or 600 Delta V. It's not very much. Some big rocks under us, but they're not going to smack us. Okay, right there, please. And it's a very, very gentle burn. I can start it whenever, so let's just start it. 9 meters per second Delta V. Wow. 9 meters per second. I love it. No, 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 no. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Windows, Windows. Holy shit. I hit the Windows key instead of stop burning. Fuck you, game. Oh. Okay, what did we get? We got 7,000 by 5,000. That's probably too low. Okay, let's flip around and just burn it the opposite. Oh my goodness. How did I hit the Windows key by accident? Oh my god. Oh. Okay, it should be fine. Should be fine. 7,000 by 5,500 should be fine. Oh, wow. That was a surprising, unexpected thing to hit. Ha. 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 Let's not crash into anything today, okay? Patvin, that didn't happen, okay? You saw nothing. It's like, I saw nothing, sir. come down here, scrape the surface here. You can reach out of the pod and pick up some minimus rocks while we scoot by and get this temperature reading, okay? Holy crap. Holy crap. That was completely unexpected and unintended. Wow. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. How close are we to the surface anyway? Pretty close. We can see the scatter. If you can see the scatter, you're really close to the surface. We're really close. Oh, man. Oh, man. I hope we're close enough to get the reading. We should be. Yep, there we go. Okay, get the reading. It's the last reading we need to do from the thermometer. There we go. Mission accomplished. Good job, Patvin. Now what we're going to do is burn just a little bit to get to a safer altitude. Because this altitude, you know, you could smack a rock, and I'd rather not smack a rock. So we're just going to burn at prograde just a tiny bit. Push this out to about, you know, 9K. That's fine. And then we're going to burn at apoapsis just a tiny bit to get us out to, yeah, 8K, whatever. That's perfect. Just a 1 meter per second burn. So flip around. And fast forward and let Kerbal alarm clock slow us down. Wow. Oh, we almost... That mistake there of hitting the wrong key on the keyboard could have killed us. Could have easily killed us. Okay. And I'm going to turn the biome thingamajig on again so that we can check and see if we're going over anything. Oh, we are. We're going to pass over this blue zone, which is probably one of the last ones we need. In fact, I think the blue one... and the green one are the last two we need before we go home. Alright, so passing over the blue here. Yep, it's just considered flats. Hop out, get me an EVA over quote-unquote flats. Good job, Patvin. Get back in. Alarm clock will slow us down here. And we're just going to burn gently until we hit about maybe 8, 9K. Just so we know that we're not going to smack into a frickin' mountain. There we go. Okay, excellent. And now we don't have to worry about that. Now we can just fast forward until we're over the green, get our last reading, and then go home. We still have 1,000 delta V. I'm going to come up next to the green sometime soon? Yeah, the green will rotate under us soon enough. I think that's all the biomes, unless this dark brown is different. Is that different color? It is a different color, unless, no, it might be the same. This might just be because the sun is on this side. It makes it similar. It's probably the same color. I think this is all considered quote-unquote flats. Oh, man. Oh, I can finally calm down. Phew. Yeah, the green will probably be on the next orbit. Yeah, not quite this orbit. We're going to pass just ahead of it. Yeah. Yep. That's too bad. Yep. We got to slopes, but we didn't quite touch the green. So on the next orbit, we'll touch the green. Oh, wow. I can finally relax. I'm not... Still have the adrenaline, though. Holy shit. It's like being in a car accident, or being close to a car accident. It's like narrowly avoiding a collision. You still have the adrenaline pumping through you. Oh, man. Okay, one last reading, and then we're going to go home. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we survived. But don't worry. This is our only scientist, so he's going to come back here with us. And the next time we come back, we're going to have a hopper. We're going to hop from biome to biome and pick up a whole bunch of science. But for now, we're just going to get the EVA report. Which should be the last EVA report. For a while. Okay. There we go. And let's go home. Are you ready to go home? Let's freaking go home, man. Turn off the biome view. And how are we going to go home? Well, that's pretty simple. We're just going to burn until we're no longer influenced by Minmus, and then we're going to adjust it to crash into Kerbin. There we go. No longer... So it only takes 64 delta V to stop being in Minmus' sphere of influence. And go back to Kerbin's sphere of influence. Wow, it's like nothing. You were expecting a crash? I'm very sorry to disappoint you that there was no crash. You know, we might still crash into something on the way home. Maybe we'll crash when we get back. Maybe the parachute won't open. Maybe something was damaged on the launch, you know? It's possible. You can never count these things out. Alright, coming up on our burn. And this is not anywhere close to the most fuel-efficient way to do a burn to come back from any celestial body. This is simply what I'm doing because we have excess fuel and it just doesn't matter. It just don't matter. Just wait until this is no longer a loop. There we go. Cut the engines and drift. There we go. Leaving Minmus. Goodbye, Minmus. Goodbye, Minmus. Where are you? Well, there's Kerbin. There's Minmus. Bye, Minmus. Okay, we're now orbiting Kerbin. We're going to come back to our apoapsis, and we'll burn our periapsis until it's right next to Kerbin. Holy crap. Look at all this shit. Look at all that space garbage just orbiting around. Just satellites and stuff. One of them is transmitting like sports data to the Mun. So everyone on the Mun can watch all the sports as they happen on Kerbin. You know, someone's interested in that. Okay. Good enough. I'm going to burn retrograde here. And we're going to pay attention to our apoapsis. Let me turn it on. Our periapsis, I mean. We'll turn it on, and when it gets down to around, I don't know, 27,000 or so, then we'll cut the engines. Hopefully the Mun won't fuck with our return here. No, it looks like the Mun's going to leave us alone. Good. Sometimes that Mun gets in the way, you know? Okay. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 27. Perfect. All right, let's go. You ready, Patvin? Oh, he's fucking ready, man. We've gathered all the science. We've reset all the data. Can we get anything else out here? We can get 8 more data. Why not? Probably already have all this stuff. Want to hop out and get it anyway? Before we detach all this shit? Maybe just let it all burn up in the atmosphere. Why not? Whoa, orientation problems. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck, game? Why are you changing my orientation, game? What in the world? Game? Game, what are you doing? It's like constantly changing my axis. I have no idea where the ship is anymore. There we go. What the hell? Game? Game? That's very difficult to contend with. I hope that's not a normal thing. I hope that's just a fluke. Please tell me that's not a normal thing, because that would really suck. Trying to use that to trying to use that to move between ships, and it's like constantly flipping around like that. Okay, so yeah, we already had all that data. That's too bad. Let's go back to Kerbin. Twitch chat's like, rip Patvin. Nah, he'll be fine. Okay. Ditch all this extra weight, please. There's the Mun over there. And there's Kerbin. What up, Kerbin? Yeah, I hope that was just a bug, because that was really awkward. Alright, rotate around. Very good. It's doing it automatically for us. Great. You having fun, Patvin? Oh, look at the atmosphere. It's beautiful. Alright, slow down time while we're burning up our heat shield. We have 200 ablative plating units. I don't know what those units are, but 200 ablative plating units. And if we hit F11, we can watch the heat of our craft. Red is cold. Well, not cold, but essentially red is cold. Yellow is closer to the hot end of the spectrum, and white would be as hot as possible. So as this thing turns between yellow and white, you will see the ablative plating start taking damage. It's currently still perfect. You can see by the numbers over here, it is getting damaged. Parentheses means it's being subtracted. So it's losing about 0.4 plating per second, about 0.5 per second. Let's see when the hottest it gets is. 0.58, 0.59, 0.6. Okay, so about 26,000 meters is the, or about 27,000 meters is the hottest it gets. And now it's cooling off again, and the ablative plating is still getting destroyed, but at a lesser rate. So it's actually cooling off now. We're like a meteor coming in. This is beautiful. You enjoying yourself, Patvin? You should have a sandwich or something. You know, eat. Do you eat in space? Do kerbals eat in space? I mean, you don't have to have any food with you on the command module. You can leave kerbals out orbiting the sun for 500 million years and they never die. It's really weird. We're under 2,000 meters per second. Great. (1,500 meters per second) and slowing. Great. Still have most of our plating available. Let's turn off the heat mode because we know that there's not enough heat being transferred anywhere for it to be a problem. Do we get lift down here? Nope. And we're pretty much through all the heat effects. We're going to transfer over to the supersonic effects very soon, which will look white instead of red. There we go. Supersonic effects are go. And about 5,000 meters will hit the parachute. Coming in on the hills, apparently. Oh, stop freaking out, Patvin. Everything's fine. You know it's fine, too. There's a lake over there. Look at that. You want to go to the lake? You want to go fishing? Oh, he loves to fish. All right, let's pop the chute. G is up to about 3.5. Not a big deal. That'll slow us down. When the chute is partially deployed like this, it does have some drag, so it will slow you down, which is great. And then when it reaches 500 meters above the surface, it will fully deploy and increase its drag massively. But we're not there yet. There we go. So we're about 600 meters off the water level. And let's land. Oh, 900 meters. Perfect. Patvin, you want to hop out? A little victory tour? EVA report while flying over the highlands? No, we already have all that shit. Let's get back in. Now let's recover. Let's see how much science we got for this mission. I assume it's a good amount. Even though we didn't land, we did a lot of orbiting. What do we got? What do we got? Show me the goods. Show me the goods. Oh, 764 science just for orbiting. Wow. We landed on a cool 1000.4. That is fan-freaking-tastic, Patvin. That's why you bring a scientist with you. Holy shit. Holy shit. We recovered 543 money, but since we completed the mission to get temperature readings around Minmus, we wound up getting 400,000 in profit from that mission. And he gained 4 experience. Wow. We didn't even land and we still got 700 and something science. That's pretty good. And that's why you take a scientist with you. Not only that, but he can reset goo canisters and he can reset materials bay. He's the only guy who can reset goo canisters and materials bay. It means you don't have to take 4 of them with you when you go to Duna anymore. So anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Shen, you've been you. That mission was long, but holy shit was that worth it. And now that we have all this cash, I'm tempted to start upgrading some more of our base here. Like, I want to upgrade our astronaut complex. For the paltry sum of 282,000, we can have unlimited kerbals, which I think I do want to do, so that we can hire more people from Twitch chat. The science area we can upgrade for 1.7 million. I probably don't want to do that just yet, but it will allow us to do very, very, very expensive science thingamahoozits. We could also upgrade the VAB for 800k. We might do that, which will grant us unlimited parts available. We can also upgrade the airplane lab to do unlimited parts. Might do that. Tracking lab we can upgrade to do, let's see, unowned object tracking. I believe this upgrade will let us do asteroids, so we can go grab an asteroid and go check it out. And we've already upgraded the launch pad all the way. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Man, what a fun flight for Patvin. And a scary flight sometimes, too. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.